studio. I'm Griffin Best, and I'm here with Mrs. Marissa Rath. Now, Miss Marissa Rath, she's the National Honor Society sponsor, and National Honor Society, they do a lot of like Make-A-Wish around the school, and not only that, she's the English department chairhead. Is that all right?
That is correct.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so Miss Roth, let's just get started. I just want to talk about like Make-A-Wish, like what we do. So like, what are some things that students can do to help out with that?
This is our plan. For the last couple of years, we switched from Toys to Tots to Make-A-Wish.
Gotcha.
Because we felt like that the middle school owned Toys for Tots, and we couldn't compete with them.
Yes, ma'am.
So the students, my officers for NHS, decided that they wanted to do Make-A-Wish.
Gotcha.
So we realized quickly by talking with the Make-A-Wish representative that we needed to be involved as a whole school with Make-A-Wish. So we've tried to get other clubs involved and to help them, or for them to help us raise money. So because we have to raise $8,000 minimum to fulfill the child's wish.
Gotcha.
So it would be very helpful if other clubs would help us. So we want the students to feel ownership in our child and help us fulfill his or her wishes.
Yeah, and you said we have a child, but we don't have the details
That
on
is
it yet,
correct.
correct?
She, our representative from Make-A-Wish has emailed me, and she said she thinks she has found us a child.
That's awesome.
So we will be in closer contact with her in the next couple of weeks, and we really want to have kind of a reveal for the whole school so that everyone can be familiar with his or her name and the wish and all of those kinds of things.
That'd be really cool. So I know we do like penny wars and we do like National Honor Society basketball tournament and stuff like that, and the change jars. Is there anything else that we do to help raise money, or
other little things along the way? And last year we had SGA gave us some money.
Yeah.
Multiple other clubs gave us some money. We're looking at some things. Evidently, there's a high school in Colorado who raises over $100,000 every year for Make-A-Wish.
Holy cow!
So we are hoping that we can look at some of their things and maybe borrow some of their ideas.
I can imagine. My gosh. Yeah, so that's just really cool how we do that, and it's fairly new rather than Toys for Tots, but they're both great programs. So now I just want to talk about you.
Oh, great.
You've been teaching for 33 years.
This is year 33 this
Yes,
year.
ma'am. Yeah, and this is your 20th at Oak Mountain, correct?
I came the second year the school opened.
That's really cool.
Yes, year
Wow.
number 20.
Wow, golly, 20 years. And I know you have kids, and you have two kids, right?
I do. I have a son, Will, who went to Auburn for chemical engineering, and he lives and works in Mobile. And I have a daughter who went to Alabama, and she does interior design for hospitals and doctors' offices and those kinds of things. And she lives here in Birmingham.
That's awesome. And she's getting married soon,
She's
right?
getting married in February, so we're in the middle of wedding planning.
That's really cool. And speaking of that wedding planning thing, isn't that one of your hobbies? I hear
It is
one
a
of your
hobby.
hobbies and job.
For years, I have coordinated and directed and helped plan the weddings of friends and acquaintances. And I've taken on now an official title at my church. I am the official wedding coordinator. So I do all of the weddings that take place at the church now.
That's so cool. I mean, so you book like, do you get like bands or like just
I
like
can
the
help
food?
them with all of that. But at the church, I'm basically there to just coordinate for the weekend of and make sure that everything runs smoothly and
Okay, yeah, that's really
happens as
cool.
it should.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, and I know you've been married for 32 years.
I have, right after college,
That's
got married.
awesome. That's crazy. And you graduated from Southern Miss, correct?
I did. Go Eagles.
Yes, ma'am. And you taught right after you went from Southern Miss.
I graduated in May, and I taught summer school in order to buy a refrigerator because we got married at the end of July.
Wow, that's really cool. And have you been teaching the same grade, or is
the first 3-4 years I taught middle school and quickly realized that was not my calling.
Right.
And as soon as a high school position became available, I moved to 11th grade, and I've been there ever since. I taught AP for a little while, but actually, general 11th grade is my very favorite.
Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. So you teach 11th grade and Southern Lit. So tell me a
Yes.
little bit about those, specifically Southern Lit, actually, because I'm kind of interested in that. I like it.
Southern Lit, really the ultimate goal is just to expose students
Mhm.
to Southern writers that they don't get exposure to in their English classes. I try to remember it's an elective, so we're not writing an essay every week. So typically we'll read from some Southern writers and their books, and then if there's a video to go along with it, we squeeze that in.
Yes, ma'am. It seems like with these Southern literature books, like there's a movie that goes along with it. I hear you guys do that a lot.
We do that a lot. And last year we did read 2 total books and then watch the movie.
Oh, wow.
But we did it all in class, so
Yes,
it was
ma'am.
okay.
That sounds like a fun class, actually. I mean, I'm not a huge reader specifically, but I mean, just reading and watching a movie along with it, because I'm just a visual learner like that.
There you go.
And just before we close out, I want to talk about, I hear that you have a fox obsession.
I have a fox obsession every year for the last few years. I always say the person who brings me a baby fox, because I would have to raise it not to eat my arms off.
Yeah.
The person who brings me a baby fox will get an A for the year, but so far, no baby fox.
Yeah, and I hear it's illegal to have a baby fox.
It is illegal, but
who
would know? That's right. Who would know?
Tell you. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. I'm Griffin Best, and this was Marissa Rath. And you guys be sure to tune in. Follow us on Twitter, Oak Mountain Media, Oak MTN Media on Twitter, and our YouTube, which is just straight Oak Mountain Media. So thank you guys for watching again, and we'll get back to you next time.